Hello and welcome back to Foods and Entertainment for my next review. As promised, my next review is Halloween 2. This is from the Anchor Bay and Scream Factory limited edition 15 disc collection. Now what makes this different from getting Halloween 2 by Scream Factory? Well, nothing actually. Both are pretty much the same thing, only you have the original artwork in this very cool black case when it comes to this particular collection. But everything in it is exactly the same as the Scream Factory release. That's good because I used to have the Universal anniversary release of Halloween, and I can't tell you how bad that is compared to this. Because much like Anchor Bay's 2007 Blu-ray release, the 30th anniversary of Halloween 2 looked like an overly digital and cold temperatured movie. They looked nothing like Halloween 2, just like Halloween didn't look anything like Halloween. The Scream Factory release keeps the very much nostalgic 1981 movie intact. So it actually looks like Halloween 2 is supposed to look. Of course, they intentionally made Halloween 2 look like 1978. The main reason being that Halloween 2 takes place only 2 minutes after Halloween, so they kind of have to do that. This film, in my opinion, is like a two-part package thing. If you watch John Carpenter's Halloween, you really need to watch Halloween 2 because they're like one movie in a lot of ways. Halloween 2 is more of a slasher movie to what was going on at the time in 1981. Because of the success of Friday the 13th, Twisted Death Nerve, and Summertime Camp and stuff like that, which were around at the same time. But I still say it fits quite well with the first film. You still get that feeling. Mike Myers is still very, very intimidating in this movie. And it really feels like it belongs in the world of the first Halloween. Why do I like it so much? Something about this movie. I think it's the best sequel of all time when it comes to a horror film franchise. It really did it better than the rest did. I always kind of gotten that. Well, let's talk about the premise. As I said about 1 minute ago, this film takes place 2 minutes after the events of Halloween. So no, it's not 1981. The film may have been released in 81, but the film takes place in 1978. Which is why it has the tagline, so I believe it will. More of the night he came home. Yeah, pretty sure it was there. And basically, after Dr. Loomis shooting him and then discovering he got up and walked away at the end of the movie, Dr. Loomis is like, he's not human, he's not human. And getting the cops involved to help him again, like in the first one. Laurie Strode is being taken into the hospital to be treated for her mortal wounds from Michael Myers in the first film. While under observation and being treated in the hospital, Michael Myers avoids police custody and eventually ends going to ends up going to the hospital to kill her. And kills all of the orderlies and nurses, even the security guard, throughout the course of the movie with some very innovative kills. Because like I said, trying to cash in on Friday the 13th, this movie in little ways. But what I always loved about Michael Myers and Jason is they kind of exist in a lot of ways. Kind of exist in a lot of ways in the same type of skin. I mean, they are both almost equal as killers. Jason just has killed more people than Michael, that's about it. And Michael Myers is better than Jason, in my opinion. He always has been. And yeah, you can make a comment below on how you think Jason is better than Michael Myers. I'll enjoy reading it, and I'll probably agree with you on your points. Just as my own personal opinion that Michael Myers is a more crafted and scarier icon than Jason Voorhees. It's just right. Well, meanwhile, why Michael Myers is killing all the orderlies and the doctor and the nurses and the security guard at the clinic, hospital. Dr. Loomis discovers that the reason why Michael Myers is so interested in Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis's character, is mainly because we discovered that Laurie Strode was 2 years old at the time that her oldest sister, who was 17 years old, was killed by her younger brother, Hugh. You guessed it, is Michael Myers. So Laurie Strode is actually Michael Myers' younger sister. And he just wants to kill his entire family. We find out more about that later in the franchise. And the much hated sequel, which I did not understand why it was hated. We'll get to that eventually. And so he goes on a desperate attempt to rescue Laurie Strode from Michael Myers. And there's a big showdown between Dr. Loomis and Michael Myers, in which Dr. Loomis supposedly sacrifices himself by blowing him and then Michael Myers up in a fiery inferno brought on by air tanks. You know, oxygen tanks. You know, people have for their difficulty breathing. Send them all off within a general area and send it in the flames of a lighter. And then we see Laurie Strode being hauled away in a stretcher into an ambulance at the end of the film. And that's pretty much the premise. Now let's go into audio and video quality. Like I said, this film very much has the same look as the first movie. But since it's a 2K scan and not a 4K scan like the first movie is, sorry, I read up about it a little bit after I reviewed Halloween Part 1, but that's actually a 4K scan, which explains why it looks better than the 4K Master. It's because all you probably did is took the 4K scan and just gave it deeper blacks and brighter brights. Sorry, the animals are trying to knock the tripod over, so I have to throw the cat over the end. Don't worry, he's fine. But basically, it's a 4K scan, so that explains it. That explains why the 35th anniversary is better looking than the new 4K version. The 2K scan for Halloween 2 is brilliant. It really captures the desired look of the second Halloween movie in a very good way. Lots of warms, lots of neutrals. The colors are not too bright in it. It really does look like it's supposed to look. It's just you just have to watch it to see it, to believe it. It's just really that good and nostalgic. Now the sound. This was crazy cool. See, for the longest time, when I watched the movies back in the day on Blu-ray, I had very bad hearing issues due to my work, which I do not have anymore due to extensive cleaning of my ears. The sound in this movie is amazing. This is one intensified 5.1 DTS HD master audio track. Is it as good as the 7.1 Dolby True HD track on John Carpenter's Halloween? No, but this is one hell of a good 5.1 DTS HD master audio track. There's lots and lots of stuff they used really well when it comes to the surrounds. I mean, the surrounds are amazing in this movie. The music flies really well on medium, not low, medium levels on those surround mixes. And when there's shock music scores and stuff like that, it goes into extreme intensified sound in surround speakers, and a whole bunch of other things go around the room just really well, and it has very good directional sound. And that's where it gets really cool. It has directional sound. Really good directional sound, where you have, where literally, if an effect takes place over there, it goes over there. If it takes place over here, it goes over here. It takes place around you, it goes around you. It is very, very directional. I really appreciate a very directional sound mix. It works very well for me to have a directional and intensified 5.1 mix, especially for an old 1981 movie. So yeah, the sound's brilliant. Which brings us to the conclusion. This is just a really good movie. Is it as good or better than the first Halloween? No. Anyone who says it's better than the first Halloween is an idiot. The first Halloween is the freaking work of genius. You cannot top that movie, no matter how good the sequel is. You just can't top it. But overall, I love the movie. And well, I will see you guys next time for the next movie I will actually have to watch before reviewing. Which, depending on actually, take it back, I already know exactly what it is actually. It will be Friday the 13th Part 3 3D. Again, it's the same principle. Friday the 13th films are released in the summer. Halloween movies are released around Halloween. It's always been that way from the 80s. So I have to watch the next Friday the 13th installment before I get to the next Halloween installment. Not to mention, I believe the Halloween season of Wish might have been released in '83. I have to check the back of the box, but it's still after Friday the 13th Part 2. Sorry, back Part 3, 3D. Which I'll be watching in 3D with the really bad 1980s 3D. So I will see you guys next time when I review that.